So if you watch my videos, odds. Are you know about BFDW? Well, I wanted to talk about it more. Seriously for once. So this is my 100% honest BFDW review as of episode 3. To start off with, episode 1 is the best episode, plain and simple. It's the only one which doesn't put a stupid amount of focus on V and Tisha's plot. The progression of it also feels natural, and not like it was forced to move along. If I had one problem with the episode, it would be Yata and Blot. Yata just generally sounded annoying, and Blot's gimmick, while neat, was hard to understand. This honestly sucks because they're put together with Louie, who is my favorite tune overall. Another thing episode 1 did best was drama. Buxton's whole scene with Dandy didn't feel unnecessary or forced like a certain other dynamic. It might honestly be one of my favorite scenes from any object show. The challenge is okay. I'll let Dandy explain it.
Down into the deeper floors of Garden View to extract some machines. Each team will have to complete the same amount of machines as there are on your team. That means the main and us need to complete 7 machines, I Hate Team Names need to complete 3, and so on. The last 2 teams to finish their machines will be put up for elimination.
You don't get it. You should be able to do what you want.
Yeah, we are sorry if you felt pressure.
Louie, what do you mean we? You did nothing. All things considered, though, this episode is the best, and there is no doubt about it. Now on to... Yeah, episode 2 is alright. Honestly, the most 6 out of 10 episode of all time. I feel like this episode was funnier, but also had more pointless drama. This honestly felt like an episode of Worst Objects again from Temu. I actually made a tier list around the time this episode came out. Here's the tier list. It has changed a bit, but I'll make a video about the updated one. The more I rewatch BFDW, the more I realize it struggles at writing believable conflict. Like in this scene when Scraps ends up mad at Brightney for saying something she didn't notice before. This is honestly one of my favorite jokes across all 3 episodes.
I know it'll cheer up your bosoms, some freshly baked cookies from Sprout and Cosmo. You see, they were made with the richest, most flavorful ingredients, imported all the way from the closest grocery store. They were made from the skilled bakers here, and decorated with my lovely face. Look at my charming smile.
I was glad that Yata got out, and I honestly didn't care about Tegan. The challenge being sort of like a battle royale is interesting. That damn background making me change text colors. The challenge is really the interesting thing here. My main problem does show up this episode, but I'll save it for episode 3. The challenge results are nothing to write home about, but the mains and us losing is a big deal. And it honestly causes my problem with episode 3. This whole time you've probably been wondering, Fabian, what is your problem with BFDW? Wrong pronunciation. But this is my problem with BFDW. I'm actually gonna go in depth with episode 3's elimination, or at least part of it, because of how bad the writing is. My first issue is Tisha's stupidity in this scene. She says she should be first safe cause she was the only one trying to sort out this mess of a team. This might just be one of the dumbest things from an OSC character considering she was causing the conflict. The rest of the elimination besides the end is pretty uneventful, but I'm mad most of my predictions was barely off. Also, the fact the prize was books when this came out the same day as Squirm, but was written way before, is a neat coincidence. Also, Danny throwing shade at Astro was funny, I guess. I honestly don't care that much about the rest, so I'll skip to the end.
Tisha and Cosmo, one of you two will be getting out today.
Wait, what does this thingamajigga do?
Oh, wow. One of my scrapped ideas. The esteemed vote swap token. Where'd you find that?
In the if harm room?
Yeah, remind me to go there to extract my other lingering ideas.
I could help you clean the place up. It could really use my touch.
Could you please read out the votes? I'm on the edge of passing out.
Well, that depends. Do you think you're gonna get out this episode, Tisha? Or do you want to save this token for another episode and risk being eliminated?
Knowing everyone, I'll think I get butted out.
So, Who do you want to swap votes with? I see you chose Pebble. Oh. Cosmo and Pebble. You two are the bottom two.
My problem with this scene isn't Pebble getting out, it's Taisha staying in. The viewers voted and Archinock decided to disregard said votes to keep the storyline scapegoat in. This is the worst way to keep Taisha in the game because it goes against what makes most object shows compelling, being the viewer aspect. If you really wanted to keep Taisha in the game, here are my solutions. Option 1. Don't put her up for voting. This makes it so she can't possibly get out. Or, alternatively, Option 2. Don't make her the most unlikable character. Had Taisha gotten out here, I would have liked this episode way more. Book Club's elimination is not relevant enough for me to talk about. All that's relevant is that Louis is safe and Brightney isn't.
My eyes! Sure, okay.
Well, Tea Party, that's a lot of rocks you got there.
Now then, the worst piece of writing in the entire show.
Okay, Tisha, I'm ready to hear what awful thing I did to you.
Oh, wow. You really want to hear it? Okay. Well, for starters, one of my greatest passions is my passion for cleaning. And you always belittle me, calling it stupid. And I know I might sound too sensitive or whatever, but it builds up, okay? I'm suspending your distaste for my cleaning stems from your robotic nature. But still, I always mind my own business alone.
There is so much wrong with that scene, but I'm not gonna go over everything. Your distaste for my cleaning comes from your robotic nature is just really unnatural. The one benefit of this scene is that it leads into a good scene.
I don't remember any of this, and even if it is true, why would you want to compete to become a main tune?
Well, I guess I wanted to prove myself.
Prove what?
Proof that I have it in me to be better, I guess.
Then what?
So the problem with BFDW? I think BFDW's main problem is it tries to take itself too seriously. Therefore, I need you all to share this around and get it to Archinock. So Archinock, if you are watching, let me write an episode of BFDW. Please, 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 please.